This is Tiger on Top, filled with endorsements, prize money, celebrity, and fame. And when Tiger's glass is full, it starts to trickle down into the glasses of other players, businesses, and golf courses around the world, making lots of people lots of money. Air tankers are making drops at this hot spot right behind me at the Gloria Fire. I just want to give you a visual of how things happened yesterday. Now, as you can see, I'm wearing a belly chain. I grabbed my helmet, hopped on the bike, and took this small camera and mounted it on the front of the handlebars. Falco's whereabouts from 2002 to 2010 is still a big question mark. Unbelievable the amount of rain and wind that was going on. I'm not sure if you've been able to see the video of me where I was actually holding the iPhone out, blowing me over, pelt-sized hail. Here behind me you can see the scene where police are investigating. 2 men have been shot. The prison system is a lot like this printing press, with inmates acting as blank pieces of paper. That's like flooding 7,000 football fields up to here. How much space? We'll go back to driver's ed and think about the 3-second rule. 1001, 1002, 1003.
Famous actor Josh Duhamel. For all the action, we're going to talk to him in a second.
Y'all want to know, is Fergie here with you?
Fergie is not here. I just got off the phone with her. She's in Jacksonville tonight.
I'm excited, Olga. Sorry.
She's a hustler, this one.
And a Salinas woman is under arrest right now after breaking into some homes in North Monterey County. You guys having a great time out there. You know,
oh my gosh.
Dale and Stanley and Ashley are in the booth, and we're all talking about this. We're hoping you're bringing those artichokes back for us here in the studio, because we want some of the snacks too. We're creeping closer to the Stanley Cup Finals, and lots of you are probably pulling for the Sharks. Today was the first game of the Western Conference Finals. There are 6,000 inmates here at the correctional training facility in Soledad. Once released, about 70% of these guys will end up back behind bars. But the corrections department says with a little bit of education and some vocational training, they can reduce that amount by up to 15%. Lawrence Lang is a convicted murderer. He's served 29 years behind bars, and for 10 of them, he has worked in this print shop.
I caused a lot of pain, and I've done things that I'm not proud of, and all I can do is ask society for another chance.
Lang is just one of thousands of inmates who has received education and training while doing time. Dennis Chen committed a crime as a 17-year-old juvenile. 24 years later, he's literally grown up in prison. He learned English and earned his GED, along with trade certifications in janitorial, graphic arts, and printing trades. He'll likely rejoin society as a free man in the next few months. And because of his CTF training, Chan already has a job lined up when he is released.
Trying to be positive, trying to increase my opportunity when I get out, so better myself or my family. So trying to stay away from prison, that's it.
So why should you care?
Gentlemen, let's go!
Well, the CDCR says 95% of inmates return to the communities they came from. Your town, your neighborhood. Prison studies show job and academic skills give inmates a better shot at surviving in the real world, keeping them from filtering back into the system.
You don't want somebody to be here 20 years and not learn anything and then go out to the streets and do the same crime again, you know, and hurt somebody's family. Instead, you want them to go out there and try and find a job and work and be productive in society.
Starting in January, the correctional training facility is cutting the number of vocational classes offered in half. Programs like janitorial services, landscaping, printing, and graphic arts are closing up shop. Reducing the number of vocational programs means more idle and free time for inmates, and that's not always a good thing.
They say that the idle mind is the devil's workshop. As long as the prison is running smoothly and there's not riots and all kinds of other stuff, there's less cost to society. If you take that away and guys have nothing to do, then they're prone to be influenced by things other than this program, which basically would be the devil's things.
Chen and some of the other print shop students try to encourage younger inmates and first-time prisoners to get involved with the vocational and education programs.
When I was out there, nobody helped me, but they want to use me, you know, so that's why I start helping those people, you know, to get away from trouble and then show them the right way, you know. To me, the education is the most important thing, is the key, the way out.
But without these opportunities, Lang fears for his fellow inmates and the communities they'll soon impact.
I do believe people are salvageable. I mean, of course, some may never change or some don't get a chance to change, but mainly inside, most people are generally good.
From the correctional training facility in Soledad, Shannon Hogan, your Central Coast News. People make silly decisions every day. It's easy to go right instead of going left. How many times have you run through a yellow light when things could have turned really bad? And the sad thing is that's really what's happened to Chelsea Hill. She made a bad decision, she was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and now she's paying for it for the rest of her life.
I just hope someone gets something from this. I'm really scared. I don't talk in front of people, you know, like I was put here to dance.
Moments later, in front of more than 500 of her classmates, Chelsea Hill sat in her wheelchair. She was in the gym of Pacific Grove High School today to bare her soul, telling how she regrets getting into a car with a friend who was drinking.
The next thing I remember is hitting a side of a curb and seeing a tree and blacking out. And I remember hearing, "Chelsea, you're gonna be okay, you're gonna be okay."
Her mother and father sat in that gym too, watching and listening to their daughter, remembering the moment they got the news.
It dropped me to my knees. You know, you can't, it's indescribable. It's something I wouldn't want any parent to go through.
Today, Chelsea went through the details of her carefree life before and after. She even shared a video of her accident to show her classmates how things can change in an instant. It was a dramatic hour, ending with Chelsea begging her friends and classmates to do two things: think and not take anything for granted.
I'm a teenager and my life is completely different now because of one decision I made.
She did great. She did great. She held her head high. My heart goes out to her. She is our rock.
You know what, you guys, I have to say, every time I hear Chelsea talk, I just get choked up. She's really an amazing girl, and she's done an amazing job in this journey. And as you heard in the beginning of the story, and she talked about it when I was at home with her with the interview, she was a dancer, loved to dance, a wonderful dancer, and her dream was actually to be on the Fox show, So You Think You Can Dance.
Right.
So today, this morning in the newsroom, people were talking about it. We actually made a call to Fox and got her 2 tickets to go see the taping. And we told her at the assembly today, she was so excited, her mom and dad so excited. And, you know, we're just hoping that it'll be a little beacon of good light, you know, that will help her in this, you know, hard time for her. And Chelsea, if you're watching, stay strong, girl. You're doing a great job.
She is strong and a real inspiration to everyone, really.
And is there an update on her condition? Will she stay in a wheelchair, or
you know what? She's paralyzed, but she's
better?
very hopeful. She's going to physical therapy. She's doing the things she needs to do, and medicine is making great strides. I mean, there's always a possibility. So she is holding on to the hope, and we're all holding on to the hope that one day she will dance again. Tom Brady might be an NFL star, but he's been swinging a golf club since he could walk.
First father-son was when he was 3 years old. So he's been playing pretty much his whole life. He learned how to play liar's dice when he was 5 years old in one of our escapades to the bar after one of the rounds of golf.
Years later, and the father-son bond on the course is still strong. Tom Sr. walked along Spyglass Hills, cheering for his quarterback son and giving some pointers, too.
I love it, looking over there and seeing my dad saying, "Keep your left shoulder in there." And he's someone that's seen my swing for a long time.
Tom Brady and his dad have been coming to the AT&T since he was a kid, but playing in the tournament is one of his many dreams to come true. The 3-time Super Bowl champ had Patriots fans following him all 18 holes. Even Tom Sr. was sporting his son's first Super Bowl ring.
He gave it to me right after he won it, and it kind of blew me away. I said, "Hey, I'll tell you what, I'll take the next one and you take this one. It's too many injuries and too many hours of practice." And he said, "Dad, I want you to have the first one. I'll take the second one."
And while the younger Brady struggled in the rough a few times today, just being on the course was enough to make him happy.
It's awesome. I mean, there's not many experiences like this. You know, we get so well taken care of by everybody, and you know, the weather's great, and the golf course is great. You know, it's just really one of those unique things that you get to do, and you really count your blessings each year.
So Tom, obviously excited to be out here, and the fans following him, they really are devoted.
It's
not just the ladies, it's a lot of football fans out there as well. And I had a chance to talk to Tom Sr., and he said, you know, when he was playing high school ball and even college ball, they never fathomed that he would be this big of a deal. They actually just see him as another one of their kids. So good support in that family.